I want you to imagine an orange. Notice it has two parts, the flesh and the skin. Think of the flesh as the model and the skin as the material. Now imagine peeling the orange. That's kind of what UV unwrapping does to a 3D model. We take a complex 3D object and flatten it out into a 2D map, like a blueprint. This map is then used to apply textures, like colors and patterns, onto the model. Textures add so much detail and realism to our 3D models. But without proper UV unwrapping, those textures can look stretched, distorted, or even completely messed up. By unwrapping efficiently, we ensure our textures look crisp and clean.
Let's unwrap a model. For this demonstration, we'll be using a simple model of a barrel. The steps involved will be similar for most objects.
First you click on UV, then from the drop-down, click UV Editor. A separate tab will open. This is the UV Editor.
Create a UV map. The first step to unwrapping a model is to create a map. In Maya, you can select from a list of projections to create a map.
From the options, click the box beside the planar option. A new tab will open. From here you can control the direction of the projection. Click on X or Z option, then click Project.
Making seams. Think of seams like cuts on your unwrapped present.
We will select the edges we want and then click Cut. This will make seams so that we can unfold this onto a 2D map.
Unwrapping the mesh. Once our seams are in place, it's time to unwrap. We will click Unfold to flatten the model based on the seams, resulting in our UV map. Editing the UV layout. We can use a list of tools to adjust the UVs, minimizing stretching and strategically placing important parts of the texture on the map.
We do this by scaling and moving the UVs, so that they are placed appropriately.
Texturing time. With our UV map complete, we can now open it up in an image editing software like Photoshop. Here, we'll paint our texture, which will be applied to the model according to the UV map.
Once we are done painting textures, we export the file. Then in our 3D software we place the texture. With this we complete the texturing. Without the UV unwrapping, we cannot do texturing, and that is why UV unwrapping is really important. In my next video, I'll go more into details on UV unwrapping, so stay tuned.